No, these are brand new out of
And two hot rivals. It'll be followed by Atlantic City and Middle Township, two franchises that are very familiar in Cape Atlantic League championships. Tom Williams, along with Brian Kniff, Matt Ulmer, and Bill Shawcross at the controls. And Brian, it should be a great doubleheader.
It really should be, Tom. I mean, you don't really have to hype anything when it comes to Ocean City and Mainland. Obviously, they did play earlier this year. Ocean City, a close win at Mainland a couple of weeks ago. Two evenly matched teams. The kids all know each other. The coaches know each other. I don't think there's going to be any surprises in this game. But the only thing that would be a surprise to me is if this is not close as we get late in the fourth quarter. We expect a very good game in this first one.
Indeed we do. Ocean City ranked number 7, Mainland number 12, and the online 25. Raiders have won 8 in a row, Mainland 6 in a row since the loss to Ocean City. The national anthem here at Millville High School. Ocean City comes into the game 22-2. They won 8 in a row. Mainland 21-5 with 6 straight. John Bruno in his 35th year with 486 wins. He is 32-35 against Mainland. And Dan Williams, 196 wins in his 12th season. He is 13-10 against Ocean City. And Brian, we got 5 guys going to significant colleges in this game, none of them for basketball.
Yeah, a bunch of dual sport athletes. On Ocean City side, you got obviously a big-time lacrosse player. Mainland's got a ton of football players. Interesting with this semifinal, Tom, is that we've gotten here with the top 4 seeds. Mainland is the 3, Ocean City the 2, and then the 7 o'clock game, Middle Township is the top seed, and Atlantic City is the 4.
Tim Traveline, the first starter introduced, has 1,029 career points. Stephen Ordilli, who just committed to Princeton for football. Rocco DiBiaso, 5'10 junior, also part of that football program, averages 3 points a game. Cohen Cook with 1,697 career points, 55 away from Skip Castaldi's school record over 60 years ago. And then Jamie Tyson, the Defensive Football Player of the Year, the 6'1 senior, is going to Villanova.
So Mainland wearing the, obviously this year it's been a change, Mainland wearing the away whites, trimmed in green.
Ocean City will be in red. We're still getting used to that here at the end of the season. Ben McGonigal, 5'9 junior, averages 3 points a game. Has 102 assists on the season. Charlie Labar, 6' senior, shoots 58% from the field. Averages 11 points a game. Probably the biggest surprise in the team. Patrick Grimley, Brian mentioned earlier, headed to Harvard for lacrosse, 6'2 senior, averages 9 points a game. Dylan Slatter approaching a couple of school assist records. The 6'2 senior averages 10 points a game. And Corey Segich, the leading scorer in the Cape Atlantic League, at just under 25 a game, shoots 83% from the foul line, 59% from the field.
3 officials for the game, Tom, as you usually get in any kind of a playoff situation. It's Joe Rossi, Bill Ruiz, and Doug Menz.
I thought we'd have a bigger house here.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. The crowd's a little light. Obviously, this is a big gym, Tom.
Big gym.
So there's a decent amount of people here, but I would say we're actually less than half full.
Yeah, 5 o'clock game, and it's a good distance from Ocean City and Linwood, but maybe they're going to arrive late. And, of course, John Bruno and his...
Hey, traffic coming from the shore can be brutal this time of year, Tom.
Yeah. You see John Bruno in the background. He likes to shake hands with all the coaches on the other team before the game starts. Tap controlled by Mainland. Traveline weeds his way through the defense, turns it over.
Ocean City, no surprise. Tom started man-to-man, and Mainland will do the same here.
Schlatter spins into the lane. And the rebound taken down by Ordilli. Mainland with a balanced offense, though Cook, of course, is the leader. But everybody can score. There's Traveline to the basket, throws up a wild shot. Tyson with a rebound. And Ocean City gets the ball.
Tyson would have done better to go up with that shot, Tom. He tried to shovel it over to Cook, and an Ocean City player got a hand on it, and it's a turnover by the Mustangs.
Labar scores the first points.
Nifty little jump hook there by the senior.
Cook. Cook's guarded by Grimley. Three on the way from Traveline. Back rim. McGonigal, the lone underclassman in this 5-man unit that plays almost every minute of every game.
Slatter had a nice offensive game the first time these two teams played, Tom.
He did, 21 points. He picked it up. LeBar off the rim. Traveling across. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good by Ordilli. But he gets the ball back. Cook handles it.
Good job by Mainland to reset there.
Cook drives the lane. Offensive foul. Charge taken by Segic.
Segic did a really good job there, Tom, of getting in front of the rim in his help side defense. If you don't get out in front of the rim, you're not going to get that offensive foul call. That's a great play by Segic there. It adds the foul to Cook and obviously takes away a basket.
Schlatter. Segic pops out. Feed baseline. Grimley can't get a shot. LeBar tried everything, couldn't get one. It's tipped into the backcourt. Oh, wait a minute. I think they're going to say Mainland tipped it.
Well, they're going to come together. This should be a backcourt violation, Tom.
Okay.
The ball was tipped by Mainland, but Segic was the last player to touch it. So on a tipped ball, if the offense is the last player to touch it and then the offense is the first team to touch it in the backcourt, it is a violation.
And that's what it is. Mainland will inbound.
So good job by the officials getting together and getting it correct.
Without a review on video.
Yes.
Tyson loses the ball. And Ocean City, there's a foul.
Yeah, I think Cook barreled into McGonigal.
Wow.
Going for that loose ball.
2 fouls on Cohen Cook here in the first 3.5 minutes. Make that 2.5 minutes. Segic blocked by Cook. He's off to the races. He gets it off the glass. That was a dangerous move of a guy with 2 fouls.
Well, beyond that, Cohen Cook should have been whistled for a delay of game warning after he batted the ball after he made the basket.
Schlatter gets it. Tied at 2. Feeds inside. Nothing there for Grimley. 3 on the way for Segic is good. That's his 44th of the year. Shot missed by Ordilli, but he follows. And Ocean City gets the rebound.
So Raiders by 3 here, coming up on the midway point of the first quarter.
Schlatter. Great spin move. Too strong off the rim. Here goes Tyson. Cook, short jumper. Spills out. We will not be sending the first half of this quarter to the Basketball Hall of Fame. They're not shooting real well, but it's an aggressive first.
I'll tell you, Tom, I thought Ordilli, they called the foul there on Ordilli. I thought he got away with a foul on the last possession by Ocean City. You know, when that defender puts 2 hands on a dribbler, that foul's supposed to be automatic. And they do get it on that possession there.
Segic working on Tyson, and there's a foul. It's on Tyson. Mainland getting itself into foul trouble. 4th team foul, first on Tyson. By the way, Keaton Lowenstern, 5'9" seniors in the game for Mainland. He's going to guard the inbound pass. He's a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, Cohen Cook goes to the bench with those 2 fouls, Tom.
Segic loses it. Traveling loses it. But Ocean City touched it.
Ocean City claiming that they knocked it off of Travelin's leg, but the ball stays with Mainland.
Talking to Tyson, who went to the ground just a moment ago. Ordilly, Lowenstern. Traveling for 3 off the rim. Rebound.
Good job by Labar to take that rebound away from DiBiaso.
Segic pulls up 3. Got it.
So Ocean City's out 8-2 here.
He's got 6 of them. Tyson. Driving through 2 defenders. It comes back out to Tyson. Lowenstern for 3 off the rim.
Mainland's settling for a lot of threes, Tom. They got to get some stuff going toward the basket.
And Cohen Cook's the guy that usually does that. And a pass comes to us.
You were open, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you on that kind of pass, you always want to throw that ball to the outside hand. Well, that was about 6 feet beyond the outside hand. It's an errant pass that goes out of bounds.
Ordilly. Pull up, Traveline. Off to the left.
That's a tough shot. Again, settling for jumpers. And contested ones at that.
Segic. Working on Tyson. Jumper's good.
Timeout, Mainland.
He's got 8 points.
And I'll tell you, Tom, Segic has hit a couple threes here. And obviously he's been a very good three-point shooter this year. I mean, really, an outstanding three-point shooter, shooting 51% from that distance. But to me, where he really makes his bones as an offensive player is with that mid-range game that he just did right there. Drove right into the chest of the defender, pulled up and knocked down the 12-footer. That is where Corey Segic is very, very difficult to guard. And obviously, he didn't have a great game the first time these two teams played, and he's got 8 of Ocean City's 10 to start the game.
He does indeed. A couple of threes, which he shoots, as you said, very well. Mainland in the huddle a long time. They're buzzing him to get him back on the court. Cohen Cook, if he just joined us, has 2 fouls. He has the only 2 points for Mainland as well. But he's on the bench with 2 fouls.
Now, it's interesting because Mainland's committed 14 fouls, Ocean City none. That continues a trend under John Bruno.
Yeah.
His teams usually just do not foul a lot.
Especially this team.
Yeah. Probably because they know they just don't have a lot of depth. Part of the reason.
Ball comes loose, but comes back to Mainland. DiBiaso. Traveline. Traveling to the basket. It's short, but the rebound up and good by Tyson.
Tremendous offensive rebound there by Tyson, and he did a good job of gathering himself and going up strong.
He averages 11 a game. Grimley with a double crossover, loses the ball, gets it back. Now it's free, and there goes Ordilly. Shot is no good, too strong. McGonigal.
Slatter did a good job to make him change that shot, Tom.
Slatter's a pretty good shot blocker for a guard.
Great pass.
Grimley is fouled. Looks like DiBiaso.
This will be the first free throws by either team. And that was a great play by McGonigal. He drew help, dished it off to Grimley.
Ocean City shoots 73% from the line. Grimley at 74%. He's one of the best lacrosse players in South Jersey, if not the state. That one comes off, and Ordilly has it. Raiders by 7 in the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Ordilly gives it up. Tyson. Well, DiBiaso down the lane, floats it off the glass and good.
I think McGonigal went and helped a little early there, Tom, and then when the ball was kicked to DiBiaso, he had a nice lane to the basket there. Ocean City could try to get the last shot, 6 seconds.
Schlatter around the back, can't get the shot. Gets it to Segic. His three is short, and we end the first quarter with Ocean City on top, 11-6 in the Cape Atlantic League semifinals, brought to you by Body Armor. Ocean City High School basketball brought to you by RJH Insurance Agency, specializing in home and flood insurance since 2006. Contact them at rjhinsurance.com. And Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point. I hope you'll continue to shop locally. They're open weekdays and Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. 515 New Road in Summers Point, 927-6464, shorehardware.com.
So a good start by Ocean City. Mainland got a little momentum back toward the end of the period. Ocean City was up 10-2, and Mainland with 4 of the last 5 points to end the quarter.
In the first meeting, Brian, the Mainland led 8-7 at the end of the first quarter, so it was another low-scoring 8 minutes. No changes for Ocean City, no surprise there. We'll see if Cook's back on. He is. McGonigal to inbound. Schlatter guarded by Lowenstern. LeBar. Pass intercepted by Tyson out front. Misses the dunk.
Well, you know, the one thing that a coach will say to you, if you're going to dunk, try to dunk it, you better make it.
Yeah. Jumper is off the back rim by LeBar. Long pass down court to Cook, and he's good for the layup. Ocean City by 3. Grimley brings it out to Schlatter. McGonigal. LeBar gets a step, but Cook reacts quickly. They did not put Cook back on Segic. And here's a foul on Lowenstern. Excuse me, on Trevelin.
Ball got knocked out of Segic's hands. And Segic just happened to beat Trevelin to the spot. Got the basketball and Trevelin banged into him.
Comes into Schlatter. Grimley. Schlatter gets a screen.
Oh, that's a foul, Tom.
Feed inside, stolen by Ordilli. Cook with a lob. Layup is good by Tyson, and Mainland's cut the lead to 1.
Boy, Lowenstern had his hand in the hip there of the Ocean City player, really kind of guiding him. That foul's got to be called. Great backdoor look.
Segic with 10 points. McGonigal with the assist. Lowenstern. Tyson for 3. Off the rim. And nobody under there for Mainland.
I think Ocean City will live with that. I think Tyson's a great three-point shooter, plus it takes their best offensive rebounder away.
Segic hits a 3.
His third 3, Tom. He's got 13.
That's more than he had in the first game. Trevelin fakes the 3. Gets through and gets the roll.
His first basket, he's got 2.
Averages 15 a game. Ocean City by 4. Offense has picked up a little bit here in the early going of the second quarter. LeBar couldn't get through. McGonigal was fouled. Second on Trevelin.
Yeah, and again, Tom, that's Traveling putting both hands on the dribbler. That's an easy foul call for the official.
Automatic?
It's supposed to be automatic, and it was there.
Comes in to Segic. Guarded by Ordilli. And almost lost the ball. Schlatter gets it in the hands of McGonigal. McGonigal to the basket, too strong.
He looked like he got hit there, Tom.
Cook on the run. 3 from Ordilli, off the rim. Mainland does shoot threes pretty well sometimes, but they're not on tonight.
I just think they're taking a lot of them too quickly. I mean, you can get that shot anytime you want. That's very early in the possession to take that. See, like that there has to be a foul.
Schlatter banks it in.
I mean, Lowenstern is manhandling Schlatter out there on the perimeter. And I know as officials you want to let some stuff go in a game like this, but
Lowenstern for 3, rims the basket. In the first game, Mainland was 2 for 11 from three-point range. They may have shot 11 already. Schlatter pulls up. Yes.
Schlatter has that longer frame than you think, Tom, and he can rise up over a defender. He just did it there.
Ocean City by 8. Pull up by Ordilli is good. His first 2.
Great decision by Ordilli there. He hit a spot and elevated and was wide open, got himself a good look.
Schlatter gets a step. Floater. Good.
Schlatter starting to heat up.
He sort of feels it, I think.
And Ocean City is going to call a timeout here.
That's unusual. So it's Ocean City by 8 with here in the second quarter of this game. Pacini, 13th and West in Ocean City, features gourmet wood-fired pizza. There are more than just pizza, featuring pasta, chicken, and seafood entrees. Call for pickup and delivery 609-525-0767. It's at 1260 West Avenue in Ocean City. Their menu's online at PaciniOCNJ.com. What do you expect in this second game?
Well, the first time the two teams played at Middle Township, Atlantic City really took them to the wire. Middle won the game by 6. Middle is really firing on all cylinders over the last couple of weeks. I would expect that Middle would be a favorite in the game, Tom, but Atlantic City just, and what everybody around the league says, Atlantic City just plays so hard, and they really get after it. And, if they can get a couple bounces go their way and hang in the game, you never know what could happen.
Long history between, as we said before, Atlantic City and Middle Township in these postseason Cape Atlantic events.
Yeah, well, head coach Lamar Greer played in quite a few of those games.
Absolutely.
When he was at Middle.
Andrew Gilman, the 6'3 sophomore, checks into the game from Mainland. They get a little bigger. Traveling. Ordilli holds. They're working the perimeter. Patient. They finally get it to Cook. He loses it, gets it back, and throws it away.
Cohen Cook didn't need to dribble that ball, Tom, and that's where the mistake was made.
Full court pressure from the Mustangs. And almost turned over.
Well, great play by Schlatter to get that.
Schlatter gets it to LaBar, and he travels.
Yeah, LaBar tried to go into a difficult area there. Good call by the officials on that one.
Traveling across half court. Cook. Mainland took a chance, I guess, putting him in with 2 fouls. So far, he's clean in the second quarter. Ordilli Looked for an inside pass, almost threw it away. Chased down by Traveline.
Ocean City or Mainland had a mismatch there, but when the ball was fumbled, Ocean City was able to recover.
Gilman. Tyson gets the Traveline, has a step down the baseline, lays it in. He's a
Labar's help was just a little bit late, and Traveline was able to get to the rim there.
Came into the game with 1,029 career points. Baseline drive, Labar, and an offensive foul. His first, team first. And I think it's their first in the game, not just in the quarter.
Yeah, Labar needed the jump stop on the block there. One dribble too many in the offensive foul.
Cook for three. Yes! 7 points for Cohen Cook.
Mainland would love nothing more than to get him going after he had to sit for a while with those 2 fouls.
Grimley. Ocean City has a substitute at the bench. Grimley drives, puts it in, left-handed.
Great finish.
He's got 3. Cook sets up Traveline, 3. Yes!
So back-to-back threes for Mainland after they couldn't buy one early in the game, and now it's a 2-point game.
Traveline has 7. Grimley, walk, traveled. Tried to make a spin move, lost his balance. Jack Porter's in. Labar sits down.
And Lowenstern returns for Mainland.
Places Gilman. Mustangs can tie it or take the lead here in the final 45 seconds of the first half. Tyson. Traveline fake slatter into the air. He took away the shot.
Mainland has the possession arrow in its favor, Tom. It wouldn't surprise me, unless they get a wide open layup attempt, that they hold for 1 here.
Or Dilly. Tyson brings it out, 10 seconds. They get it to Cook. In the corner, 3. Traveline, good, or Dilly at the buzzer, and Mainland takes the lead.
Tom, I didn't catch who the defender was, but the Ocean City defender went under the screen that was set for Cohen Cook. And when he did so, it gave Cook an easy outlet and an easy kick to Ordilly for that 3. And, you know, a half that was really, in my opinion, kind of controlled by Ocean City. They find themselves down a point.
25-24 at the half. Traveline with 7, Cook with 7, and Ordilly with 5 for Ocean City. Corey Sagic has 13. Dylan Slatter has 6. It's the Cape Atlantic League semifinals, brought to you by Body Armor. foul. Two players from Mainland each have two, Cohen Cook and Tim Traveline, the two leading scorers, though Cook got his two in the first 4 minutes of the game and has been clean since.
Mainland, Tom, had trouble shooting the ball from distance early in the game, and then I believe they connected on their last three, or it was 3 out of 4 anyway, and they end the half on an 11-2 run to take the 1-point lead here at halftime after Ocean City had an 8-point lead with about 2.5, 3 minutes left in the half.
Ocean City with the same lineup. They did send Porter on briefly in the first half, give LeBar a rest. And Mainland, that's not the same team they started with. Don't think Lowenstern started. So, but pretty much the same team on the court for the Mustangs. And they start with the ball.
Yeah, Cook will trigger the inbound.
Or Dilly handles. Tyson, down low, back to Tyson. Here's a three from Traveline off the rim. LeBar has the rebound, and he's fouled by Tyson.
That's kind of a needless foul there.
His second, team first.
That was a deep three that was taken by Traveline.
McGonigal.
Some token pressure there by Mainland, then they back off.
Slatter with a turnaround. Couldn't get the back door to Segic, so he made it happen himself.
Now, see, it's between Slatter and Segic, Tom. Two very good players with that mid-range jumper.
Feed back to Traveline. His shot's good. Good look by Tyson.
Slatter got caught ball watching there. And Traveline slipped back door and was wide open.
Grimley.
When Tyson nearly stole that, Tom. Got a hand on it. But Ocean City retains possession.
He's got those defensive instincts. Slatter, closely guarded by Lowenstern.
Well, that's not a good shot there.
Three on the way. No, here goes Tyson. Pull up by Ordilli off the rim. Up high is Cook. He scores. Will it count?
Yeah, that basket is good, Tom. That is a heck of a move. To be more accurate, a heck of a finish by Cohen Cook. And this is Mainland's first trip to the foul line, Tom. Only the second team foul against Ocean City.
Second foul on LeBar. He has both of them. And Cook, not a real good foul shooter, just a little over 50%. Makes that one. He's got 10, Mainland by 4. He had 29 points, the most anybody scored against Ocean City in the first meeting. Segic almost lost it on the dribble. Ball's tipped into the backcourt by Mainland. McGonigal. LeBar gets a screen. Segic. Slatter has it. Segic has a significant height advantage over Ordilli, who's guarding him. But he's a very talented athlete. Here's an offensive foul on Grimley. Second team foul against Ocean City, the first on Grimley.
Well, Tyson certainly sold that. Here's a steal by Segic, and he's fouled by Traveline.
Third foul on Traveline. Well, they threw the ball right into the hands of Segic. Easiest steal of the year.
I just think down this end, Tom, on offense, I think the officials are allowing Mainland to be very handsy defensively. And okay, if you're going to do that, I don't think you can call the cheap little push-off on an offensive foul either. And I think that's what John Bruno's upset about.
McGonigal. Schlatter for three. Yes.
They called a long two, Tom. He had a foot on the line.
Okay, he's got 10. 2-point game. Tyson. And a foul. Apparently on Segic. Yep.
Segic tried to draw an offensive foul there, and he was not in good defensive position. He'd have been better off just trying to move his feet and stay in front of Tyson there. Tyson really went hard toward the basket there, Tom. Excuse me.
DiBiase replaces Traveline. Traveline has 3 fouls. DiBiase, as we said, worked out with the trainer at halftime. Here's a three on the way by Lowenstern. It's good. His first points.
Mainland has its largest lead at 5.
28th three of the year for Lowenstern. Schlatter across half court.
Like, that's a foul there, and they did get the whistle. I mean, Lowenstern doesn't like the call, but Tom, if you're a defender, you cannot put 2 hands on the dribbler. It's supposed to be an automatic foul.
Mainland a physical team, whether that comes from the football involvement or what, but they are a physical team.
Well, it's certainly their identity, Tom, and it's worked very, very well for them. It's why they're such a good basketball team.
Schlatter pulls up. He's fouled.
Fouling a jump shooter there.
Fouls on Ordilli, his second. 4th team foul, so Ocean City will shoot the rest of the third quarter. Schlatter right now has 2 shots. First one's good.
This is his first trip to the line.
70% foul shooter. Scored 21 against Mainland. Has 11 here. Makes them both. Mustangs by 3. Cook has a lane. Whips it across court. Lowenstern for 3. That's short. LaBar with a rebound. Could see that out of his hand. Something distracted him, I guess, because he's a good 3-point shooter. LaBar guarded by Cook. When he got 2 fouls, they took Cook off of Segic. Here's Segic, feet inside. They bring it out. LaBar, whistle.
Jump ball called.
Ocean City retains.
LaBar was fortunate there. I thought he could have been called for a travel there. I guess the officials deemed that the Mainland player got his hands on it.
Grimley's jumper's good off the inbounds.
Another one who can be deadly from that 8 to 14 feet range.
Lead is 1. Feed, nice play, layup by Ordilli. Tyson with the pass. You didn't even see Ordilli when he made the pass.
No, and Tyson anticipated that. He knew Ordilli was about to cut.
Schlatter starts a drive, scoop shot, spins out. It looks like he got fouled. That's the second foul on Lowenstern, but as we said, Mainland over the limit, but he would shoot 2 anyway. Schlatter steps to the line.
And Lowenstern came out and asked the official, Joe Rossi, what did I do to commit the foul? And Joe Rossi explained it to him. He said, you had both hands on him. It was a rule put in quite a few years ago, Tom. The people that run basketball across the country, really at all levels, they want more free-flowing movement. They don't want kids to be able to be manhandled while they're trying to go to the basket and dribble the basketball.
Schlatter 4 for 4 on the line, has 14 points. To the basket.
It's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Starting to build up a little bit for Mainland. DiBiase's second. They just took, they put Traveline back in with 3 and took Lowenstern out. But no shot here because Mainland was in possession of the ball.
So Ocean City can retake the lead here. They're on a little 6-2 spurt.
LaBar couldn't find anybody. McGonigal. Grimley. They bring it outside to Schlatter. Pulls up. Fouled by Cook.
Wow, you know what, Tom? Cook had done such a great job getting over that screen, and he would have been better off just taking his hand and going toward the face of Schlatter to try to contest that shot, and instead he went for the block.
Schlatter will shoot a pair. He's made 4 in a row. Missed that one.
The Cape Atlantic Live jinx by Tom Williams there.
Ocean City's 5 for 7 on the line. And Schlatter can tie it here, and he does. He's high in the game with 15. He was high in the game last time for Ocean City with 21. Ordilli. Tyson. Cook trying to cut, but taken away by Grimley. Now Cook. Sets up Tyson, who swings it right. 3 on the way. Is good by Ordilli.
Now, I don't know why Ocean City would help on Jamie Tyson there. Oh, that
offensive foul. Second foul on Patrick Grimley.
Takes away a basket for Ocean City.
4th against the Raiders, so Mainland will shoot the rest of the quarter. Mustangs by 3. And Traveline banging with Schlatter, taking a chance. He's got 3 fouls, but the foul's on Schlatter. 2 shots for Tim Traveline. He has 9 here, so he's got 1,038 points in his career. Following along behind his brother, who had a great career at Mainland. Missed that free throw. He averages 15 a game. Winner plays at noon at Egg Harbor Township on Saturday. Missed them both. Followed by Cook.
Timeout Mainland. And they've now matched their largest lead as they get 5 straight. They lead at 40-35 with 2:05 to go in the third.
At Boulevard Super Liquors on Roosevelt Boulevard in Marmora, the Bile family has served area residents for 4 generations. They're open every day until 10 p.m. Call them at 609-390-1300. Check out their new website, superliquorsnj.com. Family owned since 1938. Middle Township and Atlantic City coming right up after this. And the winners of these 2 games will play, as we said, at noon at Egg Harbor Township, followed by Mainland Wildwood Catholic Girls at 2, wrapping up the Cape Atlantic League season. Ocean City plays on Friday at Lower Cape May, and they open the state tournament against Pemberton on the 22nd of February. Mainland has a full schedule. They have no opportunity to add any more games. They open with West Hampton Tech on February 22nd. Ocean City does have a game to add, but they decided not to try to add one early next week and give the players a little more time off. Corey Segas, 13 points in the first half, hasn't scored here in the first 6 minutes of the second half.
Schlatter has 9 of Ocean City's 11 points in this quarter, Tom.
Segic, whistle.
It'll go to the line for 2, Tom.
DiBiaso's 3rd foul. It's starting to become a little more of a problem for Dan Williams. Cordilli has 2, Cook has 3, Tyson has 2, Traveline has 3, Lowenstern has 2, and DiBiaso has 3. Segic made 39 straight at one point in the season, a school record. And he makes those 2. No jinx there. He's got 15. Here's Cook to the basket. Tries to feed Tyson, a little too hard with the pass.
Well, Tyson had kind of started to move toward the basket in anticipation of maybe going for an offensive rebound. And when Cook put a little mustard on that pass. Tyson couldn't handle it.
Lowenstern replaces DiBiaso for Mainland. Ocean City can tie with a 3, which they haven't shot very often. Slatter hit a couple. Grimley, I think Segic did too.
Segic hit 3 in the first half.
Interception by Cook. Feed to Lowenstern, offensive foul. And that's his 3rd. Mainland not deep. They use more players in their normal rotation than Ocean City. You can't use less. But their bench may be tested here. Foul is called on Ordilli. And
Segic's going to walk 90 feet.
His ankle hurt.
Assuming he's healthy. You know, he went down in a heap, but he does pop right up. He's going to walk down and shoot 2 free throws here.
3rd foul on Ordilli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mainland players with 3 fouls. 2 shots for Corey Segic. 80. No, I'm sorry. I was going to say, 83% foul shooter. He makes the first. He's got 16. Second free throw. Good.
Mainland fans didn't like the call, Tom. We just looked at the replay, and Segic, tripped over Ordilli's foot while he was going for the basketball, so that's definitely a foul.
Cook pulls up. Long 2 is no good. LaBar has the rebound. Ocean City can take the lead with a bucket.
Good hands by LaBar there. Cook got himself a real good look.
Grimley, guarded by Tyson. Schlatter. Lowenstern backs off a little bit with the foul situation, not as physical. Grimley. Tyson.
35 seconds to go in the period.
Segic trying to get a step on Ordilli. He does, but feeds baseline. Grimley's jump shot, no good. Traveling on the run all the way, lays it in. He's got 11. Mainland by 3.
Seconds.
Schlatter with the ball. Long 3 by Schlatter, off the rim. Tyson with a rebound. Cook from half court. And Mainland has a 3-point lead, 42-39. After 3 quarters, they outscored Ocean City 17-15 in that 3rd quarter. Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. Coming up February 20th, next Wednesday, another virtual author talk featuring National Book Award winner Jason Mott discussing his current New York Times bestseller, Hell of a Book. Information's available at oceancitylibrary.org. You can improve your public library, 18th and Simpson, and oceancitylibrary.org. Cape Atlantic semifinals brought to you by Body Armor at Millville High School.
Slatter, Tom, that was not a good decision there. He pulled up for about a 27-foot 3 with still about 4 seconds to go on the clock there at the end of the quarter. And Ocean City, I'm sure, probably felt they could have gotten a better look than that.
Two players with 2 fouls each, Grimley and LaBar for Ocean City. For Mainland, Ordilli, Cook, Traveline, Lowenstern, and DiBiaso, all with 3 fouls. 8 minutes left in regulation. Mainland starts with the ball. Lowenstern to inbound. Tyson, Cook. Back to Tyson. All the way down the baseline. He floats it up. No good. Is it an offensive foul?
Yes, it is.
I couldn't see. One official was in my way.
That was LaBar who came in and took it in help side.
Now that's his 3rd foul. So there are 6 players with 3 fouls for Mainland. At least they spread it out. First foul, of course, in the fourth quarter. Segich down the baseline. Shot's no good. And a whistle and a foul.
The foul's going to go against Ordilli on the rebound.
His fourth. It was what? Ocean City possession?
Yes.
Okay. Here's a jumper by Segich. It's good. Off the inbounds. He's got 19. Mainland by a digit. Tyson, Ordilli, play catch. Traveline puts it up. No good. Battle for the rebound. LaBar.
Wait. Traveline really did a great job. He didn't sit and finish. Schlatter really D'd him well, but Traveline still got to the basket, but just couldn't finish with the left hand.
Schlatter guarded by Tyson. Segich.
Raiders can take the lead here.
Schlatter gets a screen. Tyson picks him up. Feed into Grimley. His shot's good.
Great look. Tremendous composure by Schlatter there under pressure. He was getting double teamed. He knew someone had to be open, and it was Grimley.
7 points for Grimley. Ocean City by 1. Cook down low. Couldn't get the shot. Baseline drive by Traveline. He's fouled.
Late whistle, but that's a correct call.
Schlatter's second foul. Two-shot foul.
And I think part of the reason why Schlatter committed that foul there, Tom, he had great help on Cook, and then when Cook kicked it out, Schlatter had to do a really hard closeout to Traveline, and Traveline went baseline, got a step on him, and in recovering again, Schlatter bumped him.
Traveline, who missed his 2 previous free throws, makes this one to tie the score. DiBiaso's back on for Ordilli, and Traveline gives Mainland the lead again. He's got 13. McGonigal gives the ball to Segich. There's Segich cutting in. Could not get a shot, threw it away.
McGonigal had started to cut right as Segich was throwing the pass.
DiBiaso. Traveline. Is that a big game? Cook. Is it ball loose? Oh.
It's a foul on LaBar.
LaBar grabbed the shirt of Tyson. That's a foul in football. It's his third, team second. Mainland possession. Mustangs by 1. Less than 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cook. Cook slices across. They couldn't get it to him. 3 on the way. Lowenstern. Back rim. Schlatter with a rebound. Mainland thought he came down out of bounds. Of course, we can't tell from here.
Yeah, Ocean City may have caught a break there, Tom.
Grimley. LaBar. LaBar loses the ball. Cook comes away with it, and LaBar's hurt. Cook feeds outside. Tyson for 3. Off the rim. Rebound. LaBar's back up. He grabbed his knee, though, when he was on the ground. 3 on the way is short by Cook, and LaBar Didn't show any signs of being hurt there. Went up and got the rebound. Mainland by 1, approaching the halfway mark of the fourth quarter.
Well, we thought this game would be, but it looks like it's going to happen here.
Segich for 3. Off the rim. Traveline has it. Tyson. Bounces inside. DiBiaso shot comes out. But Cook gets the rebound. He scores, and he's fouled. Cook has 14. Second foul on Segich. Third team foul on Ocean City.
Well, there aren't many high school players, Tom, that can finish like Cohen Cook did just then. That is some kind of finish by Cook.
Missed the free throw. Rebound by Segich.
Wow.
Jack Porter is on, replacing LeBar.
Cook ran in right away after he shot the ball. He should have been called for a violation. It ends up not mattering because Ocean City got the rebound.
Ocean City can tie it with a 3. Segich gets a step, pulls up. Too strong.
I think Segich is starting to settle, Tom.
Cook attacks the basket. Blocked by Schlatter. Foul is called. Third foul on Schlatter. Fourth against Ocean City in this quarter. So the Mustangs will shoot the rest of the game. Cohen Cook will shoot a pair here. He's 1 for 2 on the line tonight. Shoots about 51% on the season. Got that one. He's got 15. It's a 2-possession lead for the Mustangs. Or Dilly's back on. DiBiaso sits down. Cook makes them both. Mainland by 5.
Cook has 16. Mainland has matched its largest lead again. I believe they've had 3 different 5-point leads.
Segich feeds corner to Porter. Schlatter double teamed, feeds it. McGonigal couldn't get a shot. Here's Segich. Less than 3 minutes. Porter. Schlatter pinned to the sidelines. Now gets away. Pulls up at the foul line. Shot was blocked, I think. No.
I think at the last moment, Tom, Schlatter tried to throw a pass.
Okay.
And it looked awkward coming out of there.
LeBar's back on for Porter. Cook with the ball. Tyson. And back outside to Lowenstern. Tyson feeds inside, Traveline, and Traveline puts it in. Schlatter ended up on the floor. Segich, 3, short. Rebound, McGonigal, and is he fouled? I think so. Yep. Foul's on Tyson, I think. His 4th.
Critical play by LeBar there, Tom. He kept that offensive rebound alive for Ocean City. They really need points out of this possession.
And a foul. If it's on Ordilly,
I think it's on
out.
Cook pushing through the screen.
Okay.
That's exactly who it's on.
His 4th. Team 4th, so everybody's going to shoot the rest of the game. Segich to inbound. McGonigal. Back to Segich. Schlatter gets a screen, passes it up, pulls up, foul line short. Rebound chased down by Mustangs. Ordilly drives through and throws it away.
You know, Ordilly pushing hard was not a bad decision, but he really should have just jump stopped in the top of the lane and just made a nice calm pass out and allowed Mainland to spread the floor. Instead, he turns it over.
Labar. Segic, long three. Yes. Timeout, Ocean City.
No. That was one that Ocean City had to have, and they cut it to 4 with 1:23 to go.
Segic with 22 points. If you have printing needs, you need the printing company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. Printing company is open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff at 609-374-5417. Let the printing company bring your ideas to life. Middle Township and Atlantic City next. Hope it's as good as this one. Mainland has a 4-point lead here. And coming out of the timeout with 1:23 left. So if they don't get a quick steal, Ocean City may look to foul. Jan Williams has worked around the foul situation pretty effectively.
Yes, he has.
Hasn't lost anybody.
Full court pressure here by Ocean City.
Lowenstern, double teamed, gets it to, well, it ends up in Tyson's hands. Ocean City can't let too much time go by. They're 2 possessions down. Cook couldn't score, but draws a foul. Fourth foul on Schlatter. Cook will shoot 2. He's got 16 points. But he is 3 for 4 on the line. And he gets a nice soft touch for that one. Sometimes it doesn't matter what you shoot over the course of the season from the foul line, but what you do in the key situations. And he's making them here. This one came off. Segic with a rebound. Ocean City down by 5. Somebody's got to line up something. Segic pulls up. Yes.
Ooh, tough shot.
He's got 24. Mainland by 3. Cook driving the baseline. Feeds Tyson for the layup. Big basket. Tyson's got 6. Schlatter, 3 on the way, is off the rim, no good. Rebound, up and good by Labar. Timeout, Ocean City. Labar has 4. Mainland leads by 3. 26.6 seconds left, and John Bruno's going to talk it over. You got to foul right away here. You think?
Well, there's still enough time, Tom, that you could full court pressure.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe when they get it into the front court, you foul. There's 26 seconds left. And again, this is, a lot of high school coaches and people who follow the game have been talking about this, is the fact that, there's no 1-and-1 anymore.
Yeah.
And, it makes it really difficult when you're playing from behind.
Ocean City ready to go with a 5 that plays most of the season. Well, actually, Porter's on in place of Schlatter, who has 4 fouls. They have timeouts left, so if they get the ball, they can call a timeout and get him back on. He's a good defensive player, too, Schlatter. A tough guy not to have out there.
Yeah, but obviously down 3 here, Tom, you're going to be gambling a little bit.
Right.
And, yeah, they want to try to save Schlatter from getting into that kind of a situation. If you're Ocean City here, you're probably going to switch on all screens.
Ordilly forced to call a timeout. Mainland still has 2 more. So a second timeout here. So that pressure forced them to call a timeout.
Ocean City has elected not to guard the inbounder, so they have an extra defender there to try to cut down on the angles that the inbounder has to make a pass, and Ordili did the smart thing there to call a timeout. And we'll see if Mainland switches up their press attack here. And it looks like they will.
Comes in Cook, and Cook loses it out of bounds. Ocean City can tie it with a 3. Schlatter back on.
Well, they certainly don't need to take a 3. They have 2 timeouts left. If they got something quick going to the basket, you certainly aren't going to force a 3. You'll take an open 3 if you get it.
Steal by Travelina, ahead to Cook. And a foul is called on Schlatter. He fouls out, but he keeps things alive.
Well, that was a terrific play by Tyson because it looked like Segic was going to get a wide open layup there.
Schlatter will be replaced, and Cook will shoot a pair. He has 17 points, and he's 4 for 6 on the line tonight. Ocean City has a little time. How long do they have?
Well, they have 20 seconds to replace. But see, here's the thing. Officially, that 20, now I'm sure it's happening right now, but that 20 seconds officially doesn't start until the coach is informed that the player is fouled out.
Now Porter's going to come on for Schlatter. Schlatter sits down with 15 points. He scored 6 in the second quarter and 9 in the third, and was 5 for 6 on the line.
So Cook with an opportunity here, even if he just makes 1, to make it a 2-possession game.
First one's good. Big free throws for Cohen Cook.
Again, Tom, still with 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Ocean City does not need to hoist a 3.
Missed a free throw. Segic with the ball.
Well, Segic has got to go quickly.
3 from Blabar. It's short. And Mainland has the rebound and control.
And Ordili will go to the line for 2 shots here. And that's kind of what I was talking about there, Tom. You're down 4. There was no need to force a 3. It should have been go attack the basket, get your 2, call your timeout.
First free throw is no good.
You know, Mainland is keeping the door slightly ajar here with a not so stellar performance from the line here in the last minute or so.
Second one's good. Ordili has 11. And timeout is called by Mainland with 10 seconds, 9.9 seconds to be exact. And the Mustangs up by 5. So it will take quite a sequence here for Ocean City, but they're still alive.
Yeah, the Raiders will have to push quickly. And again, down by 5, you still don't necessarily need a 3.
Johnson's Popcorn, known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in delicious caramel corn. 1-800-842-2676 or johnsonspopcorn.com. And Shoppy's is even better online. You know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood. Phone 609-653-1684 or shoppy.com. Cape Atlantic League semifinals and finals brought to you by Body Armor. The finals on Saturday at Egg Harbor Township. The winner of this at noon, the girls at 2. comes into Segich. Long pass down court to Labar. He fires a three. It's off the rim. Mainland has the ball, and they're going to win the game. It's out of bounds to Ocean City, but 1.6 seconds left and a 5-point lead for the Mustangs.
Inbound pass knocked out of bounds, but and knocked out again. The Mainland coaches are just saying, just let him throw it in.
Well, it's intercepted anyway by Lowenstern, and Mainland has defeated Ocean City by a score of 55-50 and move into the Cape Atlantic League Championship game. Outscored them 13-11 in the fourth quarter and split the season series. They could play again, but it would be in the South Jersey Group 3 final.
Yeah, and Mainland, Tom, you know, they shot all those threes and early, and all those threes early. I couldn't make one, and then all of a sudden they made three at the end of the half, and they really that kind of settled them down offensively. And that run at the end of the second half, at the end of the second quarter, and there were a few times that Mainland got up by 5, Ocean City would get back to within 1, and a few times that happened, but they couldn't get over the hump. And give Mainland a lot of credit for the way they finished this game off.
Indeed, Cohen Cook ends up with 18 points. He was 5 for 7 on the line, made some big ones in the fourth quarter. They got 15 from Tim Traveline, 11 from Stephen Ordilli, 6 points for Jamie Tyson. Keaton Lowenstern had 3, and Rocco DiBiaso 2. Corey Segich led everybody with 24. They got 15 from Dylan Schlatter, 7 points from Patrick Grimley, 4 from Charlie Labar. We're joined here by Cohen Cook. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A great win.
Thank you, sir.
And you made those key free throws at the line, which hasn't been your strength. So, but you know when to make them.
Yep. Yeah, I've been working on them in practice, obviously, every day. You know, it hasn't been my strength, so yeah, I've been working on it, and I'm getting better. So, just getting the rhythm of it and got it going.
How important is the fact that you guys, the base of this team, are together in so many seasons?
I mean, it's really big because we just build chemistry through all our seasons together. We work hard, we built that chemistry, and we got that team chemistry going.
Cohen, how big was the end of the first half? You guys could not make a shot from the outside, and I think you hit either 3 straight or 3 out of 4 threes at the end of the half. You probably felt like you might have gotten outplayed in the first half, but you went into the locker room with a 1-point lead. That had to give you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't hitting our shots as much through the whole first half till the end. We hit those 3 in a row, so that was big just to give us the lead and give us some momentum going into the second half.
And, you know, obviously big rivalry with Ocean City, losing at home a couple of weeks ago. You know, to be able to turn this around, it's got to feel good for you and the guys.
Yeah, we were hungry for this game. We were excited that we got to get back at them again. So we just had a lot of energy coming into the game, and we got it done.
You were in the final as a sophomore and won it. You know, so to have the opportunity again as a senior here, what do you think?
It's really exciting to be able to go back to that that stage again, to be able to play in that atmosphere and everything. So yeah, it's really exciting.
How important is it, or how exciting is it to have another girl-boy doubleheader on Saturday?
That's awesome. I mean, just it's good for Mainland. You know, the boys and the girls both coming out. It's exciting.
Congratulations, Cohen.
Thank you, sir.
18 points, 4 key free throws in the fourth quarter. Dan Williams, how do you balance the foul situation like you did?
That's a good question. I'm not sure it ever did really get balanced. We just had to play through it. And you know, that's a testament to the resiliency of these guys, these seniors. They've been there now for a few years. And quite honestly, that's our schedule, right? Our schedule, I know Middle has one of the toughest schedules in South Jersey. Schools like Camden, Eastside do. I think we're right up there, maybe right behind those guys. when you think about Cinnaminson, Eastern, Paul VI, Lenape, CBA, Bishop Eustis, Central. Nobody really plays an out-of-conference schedule like that. And these guys, I'm sure if we didn't play that, we wouldn't have been able to grind through the adversity we saw in the first half and get it done.
Talk about the guy that we just talked to, Cohen Cook.
I mean, it's amazing to be able to say time after time when there's nothing else to say to reporters ask a question. My answer is typically, we had the best player on the court. And in more games than not this year and over the past few years, I feel like that's been the case. He's a tremendous athlete, as everybody knows. He's going to go over the mainland scoring record pretty soon here, and he's going to do that being really efficient and really unselfish. He's not a guy that dominates the ball or anything. He's that good. He's that good of an athlete. His instincts are that good. He sees things before other guys, and he makes everybody else around him so much better.
Danny, you had the first half. You couldn't make a shot at all from the outside, and Ocean City actually looked very comfortable, kind of controlled the half. How big was that late run, 11-2 to end the half, to take the lead into the locker room?
Yeah, in all the wins we've had this year, that might have been the most key stretch we've had of the season. I mean, it looked like 8 could have gone to being down 12 at half or something along those lines. And then we just did a good job. The shots we were taking, if you go back and look, came inside out, right? So Cohen penetrates, he gets it to Steven at the end. Cohen penetrates, he gets it to Tim. Cohen's step back really was him going inside and coming out and being squared up. The other ones are all coming off of catches sideways, and you're bound to be, unless you're in that groove, a little bit off left or right. And we tell them inside out is the best way to get squared up, the easiest 3 to make.
Now you're going to play either Middle Township or Atlantic City, but for a lot of your guys, they were there as sophomores and won it. Just the feeling to be able to go back to the Cape Atlantic League Final and be on that stage.
Right. We told them that what we want as a staff for them is to play in as many of these big games and big stages because they're awesome kids. They work their tails off every day. I mean, our practices at times get pretty relentless, and we just really want that for them. I mean, it's as good a crew, not just athletes, but people that we've had. So we were hoping for that, and they delivered it. So it's tremendous for them, and it's just great for our school right now. There's, as you guys mentioned with Cohen, there's a fantastic group of young women in the building, and not just in basketball. I mean, they're doing it in football and baseball and yes, basketball, and track and field has been awesome, and it's just so many sports right now are really doing well.
There's something in the water in Linwood.
Maybe there is. I don't know. Whatever it is, let's keep pumping it in there.
Congratulations. Win number 197 for Dan Williams. I know that's right? Not important right now, but
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming along with us.
Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Dan Williams, as we said, 197 career wins, and Cohen Cook has 1,715 points. That's 37 away from Skip Castaldi's record, 1965. Do you remember what you were doing in 1965, Brian?
Wasn't here.
And Corey Segets ends with 1,100 points. Not as when I say ends his game. He's got more games coming as well. But it'll be another mainland doubleheader in the Cape Atlantic League Championships. That was the case back in 2002, and the Mustangs won them both. So it's happened before as well. Middle Township's done it a couple of times too.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I think before the season, Tom, everybody kind of thought that it was a mainland Middle Township collision course, and then Ocean City kind of really established themselves and then really served notice when they won at mainland a couple of weeks ago. But now here we are. We have mainland in that final, and we'll see if Middle Township can prevail against Atlantic City, and maybe we'll get the final that everyone predicted at the beginning. But obviously the Vikings would like to put a little monkey wrench into that.
Absolutely, I'm sure they would. Final score: mainland a winner. They're 22-5. They defeat Ocean City by a score of 55-50. The Raiders drop to 22-3. Ocean City plays next on Friday at Lower Cape May. and that's not in the tournament. And Mainland, of course, at noon at Egg Harbor Township on Saturday. So stay tuned. Mike Frankel and Brian Kniff will bring you more of the Cape Atlantic League semifinals, brought to you by Body Armor here at Millville High School.
Lifestyle. Teammate trust tackle ball. Electrolytes equal mouth success. Artificial flavor, optimized for victory times.
Artificial? Nah. Body Armor knows nothing in sports should be artificial. Because there's no substitute for real. Real sweeteners, real flavors, real love of sport. Body Armor. Nothing is more real.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Millville High School for the second game of this Cape Atlantic League Tournament semifinal doubleheader. Mike Frankel, Brian Kniff with you. Matt Ulmer on the camera, as always, on Cape Atlantic Live, which is powered and fueled by Body Armor. Brian, we know Mainland will be in the Cal Final. Who will the Mustangs face? Well, it's either going to be Atlantic City or Middle Township. The Panthers, the number 1 seed, Atlantic City, the 4 seed. Second meeting of the season between these teams. And for Middle Township, Ryan, all their success in the Cal, Atlantic City probably played the Panthers as tough as anyone this year. It was a 54-48 final back on January 15th. We should be in for another good one here tonight.
Yeah, and both of these teams come in on a roll, Mike. Atlantic City has won 10 of their last 11. They are 20-4. Middle Township has won 12 straight, and they are 23-2. Middle is the top seed. We mentioned this at the start of the first broadcast, and where Mainland beat Ocean City 55-50. The top 4 seeds made it here to the semifinal. This is the 1 in Middle against the 4 in Atlantic City, and the 3 in Mainland beat the 2 in Ocean City in the opener. So will be interesting to see what happens here. You know, remember, in the Cape Atlantic League championship game before they went to a tournament, long before they went to a tournament, these two teams were in it against one another an awful lot. Lamar Greer, Middle's head coach, would have played in a lot of those games. You know, when this thing first started, Atlantic City won 3 straight against Middle from 92 through 94.
A lot of history between these teams. Another chapter in that storied history comes here tonight. Something else to consider as well, Brian, that needs to be mentioned. Atlantic City, obviously, if you haven't heard, will not be playing in the state tournament. Too many ejections fall out from that game against Mainland earlier on in the season. So you wonder how that plays as well. I mean, this is really all Atlantic City has. Middle, of course, has dreams of a South Jersey championship and beyond as the number 1 seed in Group 2. That's down the line, but just another dynamic to add in here tonight.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, Wayne Nelson's team, this is their championship. So this is obviously a massive, massive game for them as their season is going to end before the state playoffs. So starters for Atlantic City, they're wearing white trimmed in dark blue. Peaky Roseboro, a junior. Frank Gilliam, a senior. Nasim Gordy Harris, a junior. Mikel Jones, a senior. Chris Finks, a junior, starting for Wayne Nelson's Vikings. And Middle Township wearing the charcoal black away uniforms with black numbers trimmed in orange. And their starters, Jameer McNeil, who really does it all for them, averages just under 13 a game, just under 5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and almost 3 steals. He's the only junior in the starting lineup. The others are seniors. Anthony Trombetta, who is 9 3-pointers short of tying the school record for threes in a season. Michael Zarfati will play a forward position. Real Basquine at the forward position, and Jameer's older brother, Bubba, playing at the other guard position for Lamar Greer's Middle Township Panthers.
Panthers team with a ton of big game experience, and most of this core, most of this group, a big part of the team that won a South Jersey Group 2 championship a year ago, and part of a team that fell just short to St. Augustine in this round a year ago. So as we talked about off the top, this is a Panthers squad. Goals are very clear. Win a Cape Atlantic League Tournament championship, win a South Jersey Group 2 championship, and beyond. Head coach Lamar Greer likes to go to his bench as well, as the Panthers usually use about 3 to 4 players off of the bench. As we know, Atlantic City is always deep. Wayne Nelson likes to rotate in 3, 4, sometimes 5 kids off of the bench. So I don't think depth an issue for either team here tonight. We'll see the pace of this one. Atlantic City likes to get up and down. Certainly, Middle doesn't mind either.
3 officials, of course. Mike Collins is the lead official. Frank Bazil is situated in front of the Middle Township bench. And Dan Bradley all the way over to the right, who's out of the screen right now. Mike Collins walks in, and Mike, we are ready to go. The second semifinal, Middle Township and Atlantic City.
Winner gets mainland at Egg Harbor Township on Saturday, a 12 o'clock tip. The tip actually goes out of bounds. The officials with a little eye contact. You've been in this moment before. Kind of tough to figure this out when it happens right off the jump.
Well, I think Middle is catching a break here. They're going to re-jump this. Basquine had tipped it, but Roseboro made a mistake because he had an opportunity to grab that basketball and let it go out of bounds, but he left it up to the official's whistle, and now Middle controls the tip.
So now we are underway, and yes, the Panthers have the basketball. Atlantic City looks like the Vikings come out in that storied man-to-man defense. Finks going to work against Jameer McNeil, and Trombetta catches. Panthers swing it left side. Good crowd here at Millville High School, continuing to fill in for the second game of the Cal Tournament semifinals. Trombetta around a screen, kicks to the corner. Jameer McNeil, 3-ball on the way. That one is long. Last touched by Middle. So it'll be Atlantic City basketball. Jameer McNeil, one of those players, doesn't look for the 3 a lot, but he can stroke it from the outside.
1-2-1-1 zone press being shown here by Middle Township.
Vikings break it with ease, 3-on-2. And now a tough finish down low, but Nasim Gordy Harris able to spin and get the first points of the ball game quickly back the other way. Trombetta coast to coast, and if that's any indication of the pace, might be in for a track meet here tonight. Vikings get it across. This is Finks.
Atlantic City's done very well against the pressure the first 2 times that Middle has put it on them. They get a layup out of the first try, and then they beat the pressure easily here, and now they're set up for their offensive set.
Panthers going man-to-man as well. 3-ball up and good from Jones. Mikel Jones, the first triple of the night. Atlantic City back on top. Sarfati. And now here is Bubba McNeil, 1,000-point career scorer. Jameer on his way to 1,000 points as well. Trombetta has a chance to reach that milestone later in the playoffs as well. Here's Basquine. Sarfati, one more pass. Jameer McNeil resets along the wing. Just over a minute and a half gone by. Panthers taking their time on offense here. McNeil kicks it out. Bubba McNeil has it. Trombetta, quick release from the corner. That one won't go. Peaky Roseboro with the rebound. He wants to push. Ahead to Jones. Little jump step. Left it short. Battle for the board. Still loose. Still on the deck. Vikings come up with it. Zarfati hits the floor. Roseboro slicing down the lane. That shot is blocked. Blocked again. Real Basquine protecting the rim for Middle.
He does that as well as anybody in the Cape Atlantic League. You know, it's a league this year, Mike, that doesn't have a lot of big kids. And Basquine at 6'6", is as good as there is in the league at guarding the rim.
Jones catches in the corner. Roseboro. One more pass down low. Gilliam up strong for 2.
Good start for Atlantic City.
In the first meeting between these teams, the Vikings did have the lead much of the first half and then stayed in the game all the way to the finish. We mentioned it was a 6-point margin, so Middle's been here before. AC's been here before. Trombetta, that's a tough reverse layup, left it short. AC clears the rebound. Roseboro going to work against Bubba McNeil. Here comes the double team. Jones left open for 3, and he nails another one. A dream start for the Vikings, and now AC extends the lead.
10-2 start for the Vikings.
Zarfati drives, kicks out. Bubba McNeil back to Zarfati, up strong, down low, and it rattles home. The senior, Michael Zarfati, gets 2.
You know Zarfati's story, he missed his whole junior year due to a knee injury sustained in football.
AC on the attack, shot altered down low by Basquine. Vikings with the offensive rebound.
What a steal.
Jameer McNeil, he's got another gear, but he tried to go behind the back and lost it. Looks like last touch, though, by Atlantic City. So it'll be Middle Township basketball. Just over 3 minutes gone by. Again, the winner to the Cape Atlantic League Tournament Final at noon at EHT on Saturday. Girls to follow at 2 as this pass is poked out of bounds. Of course, it'll be the mainland girls against the Wildwood Catholic girls, so both mainland squads in that Cal Tournament Final. Bit of a slow start here tonight for the Panthers as Middle tries to get it going. Trombetta has to get it in, and he does so to Basquine. Here's Jameer McNeil. Picked up his dribble. Tough pass to the corner, deflected. Active hands there by AC as Roseboro got some fingers on that one.
Roseboro's had a lot of energy so far, as has this entire Viking team.
Roseboro, the Holy Spirit transfer. Jameer McNeil. One more pass to the corner. This is Bubba McNeil. Basquine catches down low. A little bit of a size advantage.
That's a walk.
Got away with it. Zarfati. And now Lamar Greer wants his squad to reset.
Once you jump stop, you don't have the ability to pivot, and Basquine did that there.
Jameer McNeil, that's a tough shot, but he follows his own miss and gets 2. Determination there from Jameer McNeil.
But he is so tough around the rim.
Finks. Here's Peaky Roseboro. Picks up his dribble. Jones lays it off down low. That shot is blocked from behind. Jump ball is the call. Possession will stay with AC.
Good defense there by Jameer McNeil.
AC gets it into the corner. Jones with a quick release. He is absolutely on fire. Mikkel Jones, 3 threes so far, and the lead is up 13-6 now. Zarfati left open for 3. He'll launch. Back iron, no good. Peaky Roseboro on the run after the rebound. Puts a shoulder down. That shot is altered, if not blocked. Here come the Panthers the other way. Trombetta likes that spot. Off on that shot, though. And Jones grabs the rebound.
You know, Trombetta is shooting nearly 50% on threes this year, Mike, but I don't know about that shot there.
It came quick in the possession. Jones, heat check. That one is short. Trombetta able to gather the rebound. And trouble here.
Lazy pass.
Middle turns it over. 3-on-2 for AC. Some more numbers getting back here for Middle. Zarfati poked that away. Here comes Jameer McNeil. And can't get it to go, but Jameer McNeil will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Middle Township really, Brian, just trying to settle in right now more than anything else.
Yeah, you know, AC wasn't this hot, but AC, you know, had a lead for much of that first game when these two teams played one another, as you mentioned at the top. And Middle's going to have to play from behind again if they want to get to this Cape Atlantic League Championship game.
Middle Township knocking off St. Augustine in the quarterfinal round as McNeil hits the first. Big win over ACIT in the round before that.
Chase Moore, number 24, Amir Elston, number 13, into the game for Middle Township.
Moore starting last year as a freshman, coming off the bench this year. Elston has been a nice addition. He was injured for a little bit of last year, but he's a nice three-point shooter for this squad. So 1 of 2 for McNeil. 6 points is our margin. Finks, hard drive to the hoop, and he was fouled, and Chris Finks will go to the line to shoot a pair.
That's a good drive there by Finks, and a little bit of a mix-up defensively there for Middle because there was no help side there, and once Finks got by Elston, it was either a wide-open layup or a foul, and Finks will have to earn both at the line here.
Atlantic City similar to Middle in that sometimes it's a different guy every night leading the charge. Finks is one of their top scorers as he hits the first, and now Sinai DeGraffenwright checks in. We'll be calling him Ice Cup, or at least I will. It's a lot easier to say, big-time football recruit. But Finks is one of those guys on any given night, can be a leading scorer. Roseboro in that category, certainly Jones, and Middle the same way with both McNeil brothers and certainly Trombetta the season he's having. Finks hits a pair. And now another substitution into the game. That's Tamir Rex, the sophomore, checks in for Wayne Nelson's squad. 2.5 to go here in the first. AC doubling up Middle, +1. 15-7 is our score. Jones nearly comes up with the steal. Middle fortunate to get it back. McNeil a little too strong on the take. Here come the Vikings. Jones, Ice Cup, off the glass and in.
Largest lead of the game for the Vikings. Middle sloppy with the ball on that last possession, and Atlantic City capitalized.
Again, just a little bit of a different dynamic. Not that Middle isn't hungry, but this is all Atlantic City has this tournament, and you just wonder if that is playing a factor early on here tonight. Poked away from behind, and Ice Cup comes up with the steal. It was Rex knocking that ball loose. Vikings will slow it down for the moment. 1:37 to go here in the first. AC with that 10-point lead and possession. Roseboro over to the wing. Floater on the way. Up and good. Nice touch there from Tamir. Tamir Rex his first 2 of the night.
Boy, this is all Atlantic City right now.
McNeil goes to Basquine. Pushed off the block a bit. Gets to the baseline, quickly doubled, and then that pass knocked away. So it really, as Aiden Howell and Trombetta check in, it seems like almost every pass contested, tipped. AC making it very difficult as Wayne Nelson calls timeout here with 1:10 to go in the first.
That's an interesting timeout, Mike, to be honest with you. You got off to a great start, and sometimes you just say, you look at it and say, you called a timeout to stop your own run. And we'll see if what Atlantic City draws up out of this timeout. But they have a 12-point lead. Middle will have the basketball.
This is unfamiliar territory for the Panthers. Just 2 losses on the season coming in. We talked about Atlantic City had the lead for much of that first matchup, but in terms of playing from behind, it really hasn't happened often for the Panthers this season. See what they can do here with short time in the first. Howell to Trombetta, guarded closely as he rips it through. Trombetta gets to the elbow, takes the shot. That's a tougher shot than it looks, but Trombetta with a tremendous touch.
Especially with a hand in his face, but Trombetta got up. Great elevation on the left elbow jumper. Run and jump by Middle.
50 seconds to go. Roseboro, a nice look. Rejected, though. Basquine with the block. Moore brings it across. That pass nearly poked away. And
Mike, Chase Moore can handle the ball for a big kid, but a guard really needed to come back and get that from him. Atlantic City nearly came up with a steal there.
Trombetta catches, 37 ticks to go. 5-second count is on. Gets around a screen. Zarfati. Elston. Again, just pressure So much pressure right now from Atlantic City. A near steal up top. Moore slicing down the lane. Goes glass, and that's a big make there for Moore.
Well, what I liked about Chase Moore, Mike, was he took a little bit of a bump, but when he got in the air, he squared his shoulders to where he needed to get them. Great finish.
6 seconds to go. Vikings have to hurry. That pass is tipped. No backcourt there. 2 seconds to go. Finks, and he won't get a shot off. So good defense, a good final stand for Middle, but really the quarter belongs to AC as the Vikings lead 19-11.
It does, Mike, but again, Atlantic City called a timeout up 19-7, and Middle gets the last 4 of the period.
So after one, Atlantic City with that 8-point lead. And again, leading scorer was Mikkel Jones, 3 threes for a game-high 9 points so far. Middle doing it by committee so far. Trombetta leads the way with 4. Chase Moore, the big 2 off of the bench. Again, the winner moving on to the Cape Atlantic League Tournament Final. Again, the times alternate every year, so that's the first game on Saturday this year. It's at Egg Harbor Township High School. And, of course, Mainland already there as the 3 seed. And we'll see which one of these teams will be taking on the Mustangs. As we talked about, the girls' matchup has been set since last night. Top-seeded Mainland Mustangs against the number 2 seed Wildwood Catholic Crusaders. And this is the second or third year that we've gone to this expanded format with every team in the mix. But at least in this small sample size, it's been the Blue Bloods. It's been those same teams that have been there.
Yeah, and and what you're seeing is the you had the top 4 seeds get here, and 3 of the 4 teams, 2 teams from 2 different conferences. So
Panthers basketball to begin the second.
Unlike the girls' side, which had all 4 semifinalists from one conference.
Trombetta tried to maybe go up after the catch, able to keep it though. Howell will launch for 3. Aiden Howell, he doesn't make a lot of triples. That's a big one right there.
Good extra pass by Amir Elston. And it's 7 straight for Middle.
Panthers have cut the deficit to 5. Early moments of the second. Peaky Roseboro on the bounce. Guarded closely by Elston. Gets the step though. Maybe got away with a step. Shot was long. Chase Moore with the rebound.
I think someone from Middle got a hand on that shot.
Hal thought about another 3. He'll back it out for the moment. Gives it up and gets it back. Mike Frankel, Brian Kniff with you here tonight on Cape Atlantic Live. Matt Ulmer producing tonight's action. Trombetta catches up top. Lost it on the way up. Chase Moore, Johnny on the spot. A little bit of a wild shot. Ball still loose. Good hustle from both teams. Hal kicks
pass
to the corner. Trombetta open for 3, in and out. The follow by Moore. Chase Moore's been an energy guy off the bench here tonight. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, yeah, Moore came up with that loose ball, and then that was a terrific kick-out pass to Trombetta. That's Middle at their best. It really is. Trombetta just couldn't get it to go down. You see Chase Moore knifing through 2 Atlantic City players. He goes to the line but misses the first.
So Moore off on the first. This is, let's see, looks like Ryan Shapiro checking in. We joked a little bit before the broadcast. Atlantic City, one of those rosters that got to double check the numbers. Sometimes they switch it up a little bit, different guys available on any given night, but Shapiro checks in as Moore gets set for his second. That one's no good, so an empty trip there. AC controls the rebound. Shapiro to bring it across, Middle. Let's see if they double up top. Finks gets the step, drives baseline. Contact down there. Trombetta drawing the charge. So
just went one dribble too far there.
Trombetta sacrificing the body there. Finks had the step and then tried to curl that pass out. He was all the way under the bucket. Trombetta was there to draw that charge. Minute and a half going by. Middle has it to 5 here. Here's Elston. Puts it on the deck, drives, floater, in and out. Shapiro with the rebound. He wants to push. 3-on-3 really here. Shot is long. Shapiro the follow. Moore the rebound. Elston has it. He's got Trombetta flanking him. Trombetta goes glass. That shot may have been blocked, at least altered. Here we go the other way. Jones will kind of settle things down here for AC. Shapiro able to gather it. A little bit of a wild pass. One more to the corner. Gordy Harris lost it.
I think Chase Moore had flicked that away.
Howe puts a shoulder down, hangs. That shot is long. Nothing easy right now. Going to the hoop.
Not a good decision by Aiden Howe. He had Trombetta wide open on the wing. That screamed for him to kick that out to the wide open shooter, and he didn't do it.
Full court zone pressure here from Middle Township. Finks gathers, brings it across, splits a double team, and then kicks it out. Shapiro puts it on the deck, drives, a little scoop shot. Sarfati was there to defend. Let's see who this was last touched by. I didn't see an indication. Yeah, it looks like it might stay with AC. So Jameer McNeil checks back in as Elston goes to the bench, and Peaky Roseboro back into the lineup for Atlantic City. Shapiro heads back to the bench. Here's Finks. Early three won't go down. McNeil with the rebound. Jameer into the corner. Howe for three. That shot is long. Jones with the rebound. And trying to go back to Roseboro, who had to hurry back to gather it. Gets it across. Roseboro hangs, left it short. Gilliam had position, couldn't grab it. Finks ends up with it. Back to Roseboro. Frenetic pace at times. Other times the teams have looked to slow it a little.
Neither team scored in a while here.
Right. At times there are longer pauses. At times I feel like I'm running out of breath describing the action, but we're still at 19-14. It was 19-11 after one, so Atlantic City has not cracked the scoreboard here in the second. Plenty of opportunities for both teams. Not many shots going down right now. AC swings it around the arc. Now entry pass down low, in and out, the follow, and one. And that's number 2, Frank Gilliam with the follow. He'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play.
Great finish there by Gilliam while he was taking contact. Missed the initial shot, but really did well to stay with it.
Nelson, a conversation with two of his guards just off camera as you take a look at the replay there.
Yeah, it was actually Finks that missed the original shot.
And then Gilliam does complete the three-point play. So the lead is back to 8 now for Atlantic City. McNeil brings it across. Now here's Moore. Sarfati puts it on the deck to the left. Again, that's a tough shot, kind of fading away. And then it was Finks, check that, Gilliam with the rebound, and Sarfati with the foul.
Yeah, I think the athleticism of Atlantic City, you know, is really affecting Middle around the rim. They've had some opportunities and haven't been able to finish.
Long pass ahead. Bubba McNeil nearly had it. Instead, I believe that was Jones. We had some traffic in front of us, but it looked like Jones. He's now in double digits with 11.
It's a 10-point lead for Atlantic City now.
Bubba McNeil, as we mentioned, back into the ball game. In fact, it's the starting 5 minus Basquine as Moore stays on the floor for Middle. Jameer McNeil around a screen up top, quickly doubled. Finds Zarfati, open for 3. Shot won't go. Atlantic City with the rebound, that's Roseboro. Dribble handoff. Tamir Rex. And now here's Jones. He's had the hot hand in this first half. 24-14 is our score. Pass nearly taken away. Gilliam, mid-range jumper is good. Here come the Panthers, now facing a 12-point deficit. Bubba McNeil around a screen up top, guarded closely by Gilliam. 3:13 to go, had it knocked away. AC on the run. Gilliam the follow. Frank Gilliam has owned this last stretch. Timeout, Middle Township.
Right, and it's all AC right now at 28-14. And they are making it very, very difficult for Middle to get open looks right now. And that's really been the difference.
You're right. I mean, a lot of the stuff to the bucket is contested, obviously. Middle hasn't gotten many open threes. A lot of the ones they have gotten so far haven't gone down. And Atlantic City crashing the board, certainly on the offensive end. Gilliam Not a guy who goes for big scoring numbers every night, but he's turned it on here. He's got 9 points, handful of rebounds, a lot of hustle plays, and really Atlantic City just flying around much more, quite frankly, than Middle Township right now.
They certainly are, and they are winning the battle of loose balls right now. And again, what they're doing on the defensive end of the floor is very, very impressive.
So Middle Township trying to claw its way back here as we close in on halftime.
As Middle has just one field goal in the first 4 minutes, 55 seconds of this second quarter. That was a three-pointer by Aiden Howell.
3:05 to go. Middle needs a bucket here. Jameer McNeil guarded closely there by Tamir Rex. McNeil finds Bubba McNeil. He'll launch for three. That one won't go down. It's kind of been the story of the half so far for the Panthers. Rebound Gilliam. Some full court pressure here applied by Middle. Jones to Roseboro. He's got a clear path that closed quickly. Basquine down there. Let's see. We got a call going the other way, Brian.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Gilliam going over the back of a Middle player. The other thing that Atlantic City's doing very well right now, Mike, after maybe some early offensive rebound attempts by Middle, they're really doing a good job on the defensive glass, limiting Middle Township to one shot.
3 team fouls on Atlantic City, 2 team fouls on Middle Township. Bubba McNeil has it now. 2:32 to go here in the second. Sarfati in front of the AC bench. Trombetta puts it on the deck. Strong drive, had it knocked away, got it back, rejected down low by Gilliam. Jones comes up with it. Jones, Euro step, looking for someone to pass to, and he was bumped on that pass.
Looks like the foul's going to go against Bubba McNeil.
So again, just the 3rd team foul on Middle. And so it'll be possession here to the Vikings with 2:20 remaining in the quarter. Roseboro gets it into Jones. Daniels. And now Roseboro. Gilliam off the curl. Good defense from Basquine that time. Last touch by Atlantic City. So really, Brian, Basquine followed that action there and was right there as Gilliam turned to try and shoot that basketball.
Well, again, he's definitely been a factor defensively in front of the rim. But Middle's really got to get something going offensively here.
Can Jameer McNeil be the one? Nope. Kind of got caught too close to the rim almost as that finish hit the bottom side of the rim. Here comes Atlantic City once more. Rex, and he traveled. Looked good for a moment, then he kind of lost the handle and maybe took an extra step down there.
Yeah, went way too far into an area that he really shouldn't have.
Finks checks back in for Atlantic City. Just 2 points tonight so far. Hasn't been an issue, though. Atlantic City with this 14-point lead. McNeil looking into the post, now feeds Basquine, but by the time he catches, he's more in the mid-range, and that shot is way off. Last touch by Zarfati. And again, an empty possession for the Panthers. Just 3 points in the second quarter. Chase Moore checks back in. Basquine heads to the bench. Lamar Greer looking for answers. Gilliam 3-on-1 now. Pass a little bit wide for Daniels, able to gather and finish. So Jaleel Daniels, his first bucket of the night. Lead is up to 16.
Boy, and you just get the sense that Middle Township just wasn't ready to play at the start here, Mike.
I think many people expected this to be a tight game. Probably not too many, if you polled them in this gym, that thought this would be the score heading toward halftime. Zarfati trying to do something about it, and it won't go down. Bubba McNeil, the offensive rebound, though. Trombetta. Here's Jameer McNeil. We're under a minute to play in the second.
Too much standing around right now by Middle on offense.
Zarfati will try another three. That one won't go. In fact, it hits the clock. Millville, one of these gyms that has a shot clock if necessary. Of course, for this New Jersey high school game, just the game clock up there, but ball will belong to AC.
Let me see if I can tick some people off. Let's hope it stays that way.
I'm going to stay quiet on that. This ball went off of someone's foot, and in fact, that someone is Daniels. So Middle catches a break here, and if nothing else, Brian, let's see if the Panthers can maybe hold for one or get a good look here with quick time here in the second quarter.
Again, just 3 points in this period for Middle Township on a three-pointer by Aiden Howe.
Bubba McNeil to Trombetta.
20 seconds to go in the half.
Jameer has it. Tries to back it out, resets the 5-second count. We're down to 13 seconds. Now here's Moore. Panthers have to get this set going soon. 8 seconds to go. 7 seconds to go. Bubba, 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. Tough shot. That's a deep 2, and it won't go down. That's really been the story, a microcosm of the first half for Middle Township. Just suffocating defense from Atlantic City. The shot won't go down, and the Vikings in total control right now, up 30-14 at the break. Just
3 points for Middle Township in that second quarter as Atlantic City outscores them 11-3. And Atlantic City actually ended the half on an 11-0 run because Aiden Howe's 3 was the first points of the second quarter.
So scoring totals at halftime there. Mikkel Jones leads the way with 11. Gilliam, a lot of energy. He's got 9 points to go along with that. Number of other players chipping in with 2 points. For Middle Township, again, balanced scoring, but there just hasn't been a lot of it. Trombetta with those 4 points. He was scoreless, as many of the players were in that second quarter. Aiden Howe with 3. Jameer McNeil with 3. So we'll step aside for a little bit here. Stay with us. Second half action coming up in Millville in this Cape Atlantic League Tournament semifinal. All right, moments away from the start of the second half here. Mike Frankel, Brian Kniff with you on Cape Atlantic Live. Matt Ulmer, as always, producing tonight's action. And, of course, we are fueled by Body Armor. It's a shocker, right? I mean, really no other way to describe it. We thought, at least, a lot of people thought that Atlantic City would be in this game based on the way they played middle tight the first time around. But to see this at halftime, Brian, 30-14, it's been all Atlantic City.
Yeah, and Atlantic City's going to have possession to start the second half as well. One thing that really jumps out at you after the first half, Mike, is, averages 8.5 made 3-pointers a game, and they've only made one in the first half. So that is certainly something to look out for.
Yeah, the one coming from Howell, too, which he can shoot it, but really when you talk about middle threes, you're talking about Trombetta, you're talking about Bubba McNeil, Zarfati, all of those guys.
Amir
Elston absolutely off the bench, and none of those guys have gotten it going so far. Now, the good news for middle, there's an entire half of basketball to play. The bad news, there's a deep hole to climb out of here, and we talked about it off the top. If for some reason you haven't heard, this tournament, this is the end of the run for Atlantic City. The Vikings will not play in the state tournament based on the fallout from the ejections from that first matchup against Mainland. And again, I think that's well known from a lot of basketball fans out there, but you just wonder if sort of the mentality, the edge, the energy, any of that played a factor here tonight. The Vikings with something to prove in this tournament. Not that Middle doesn't have something to prove, but just kind of a difference in some of the hustle plays in that first half. So here we go. As Brian mentioned, Atlantic City with the big lead and possession to begin the second half. Vikings dressed in white, moving left to right on your screen. Middle in the grays with orange trim. Middle sticks with the man-to-man. Finks, guarded closely by Bubba McNeil.
Great defense by McNeil there. Finks wanted to go to the basket. There wasn't any help side there, but McNeil shut him off.
Jones puts it on the deck. Wild shot, falls off the rim. Ice Cup with the rebound, who's starting the second half. And still a battle for the ball. And let's see, looks like last touch by Middle. So Sinai DeGraffin, right, again wearing number 13, didn't start the game, but starts the second half for Atlantic City. Peaky Roseboro to inbound. Gets it into Finks. Roseboro scoreless in that first half. They didn't need much from him. Nearly lost it there. Able to get it back. Jones, crossover. Poor spacing there. As he almost ran into a teammate. Now DeGraffin Wright grabs it down low. Kicks it back out to Finks. And Atlantic City will reset. Wayne Nelson calling out the set. Roseboro. Finks. Already a minute going by here in the third. Roseboro gets the step. Contested. Missed it. Zarfati has it. Tried to put it on the deck and he's bumped. One of those interesting plays there where if he doesn't dribble and he just looks up, it's probably an easy layup at the other end.
Absolutely, Mike. That's about what I was going to say. Is that Zarfati took an extra dribble there and he really should have just outletted it. Bubba McNeil would have had a wide open layup attempt.
So it is a foul against Atlantic City, obviously their first of the quarter here. Trombetta knocks home a three, and that's a great sign for Middle Township fans.
Let's see if that maybe energizes Middle a little bit here, but at this point they need stops too.
Finks with the blow-by, gives it up, gets it back. Finks, Ice Cup, power dribble, goes glass for two. You know, Ice Cup, he's going to be a football player at the next level. He's got a nice touch on the basketball court as well.
Yeah, and he's an energy guy, defense, rebounding. Any offense is a big bonus. As Trombetta, a nice finish off the feed from Basquine.
So Middle with a little bit of a spark here. As you mentioned, though, Panthers need stops. Can't just be on the offensive end. Still plenty of time. 6 minutes, just a little less than 6 minutes to go here in the third. The margin is 13. Here's Finks on the wing. Finks kind of forced the issue there. Again, we have a little bit of traffic in front. Couldn't see what happened. Looked like Zarfati saved it. Trombetta left open and couldn't get a clean look. So Middle resets. McNeil, nice
Great
dump
pass.
off, and Basquine hammered on the way up. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
One thing you'd like to see is Basquine kind of he's done well defensively guarding the basket tonight, but he has such a height advantage in this game, Mike. You'd like to see him start to assert himself offensively down in the post if you're Middle Township.
This would be his first point of the night, and that one won't go down. But really, you think about the action that led to that foul, and really, I've seen Middle a ton this year. That's when the Panthers are at their best, when Jameer McNeil is facilitating, right? You need him to score too, but when he's driving and dishing, that opens everything up for Middle Township. Basquine gets the bounce on the second. That's his first point of the evening.
They're only 2 for 6 from the line, Middle Township.
Here's Roseboro, brings it across. The margin is 12. A lot of contact out front. These two teams getting after it right now. Daniels into the game, kicks it out. Finks one more. Roseboro will try the deep three, in and out. Jones had the rebound for a moment, then lost it off of his leg. So a break there for Middle.
Big break for Middle. It's a good set by Atlantic City. They got a wide open three that just didn't go in and nearly came down with the offensive rebound.
Zarfati now will bring it across. AC trying to keep the ball out of Jameer McNeil's hands. Mission accomplished here. Basquine again, by the time he catches that, he's almost in three-point territory. Kicks to the corner, and it looks like Atlantic City drew a charge.
Yeah, it's an offensive foul on Basquine on the pass.
So that was Daniels sacrificing his body down there.
Yep, easy call for the official.
So you take another look there on the replay. Middle setting up the full court pressure. Panthers trailed by 16 at the break. 12-point margin right now. Another rejection, but we got some contact too. Smart play from Jones, who had the defender on his hip. Just kind of kept going. He forced the action, and so many bodies down there. Somebody got a hold of his arm.
This will be Jones's first trip to the line.
Foul goes against Basquine. So it looked like it was clean up top. Must have got into the body a little bit, as Jones can't get the first to go. Again, the winner moves on to the Cape Atlantic League Tournament Championship game to face the 3-seed Mainland on Saturday at noon in Egg Harbor Township. Jones, 1 of 2 on that trip. He's got a game-high 12 points, lead back to 13. Basquine catches down low. Jameer McNeil left open for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Atlantic City. Roseboro out to Finks. Daniels catches along the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Finds Peaky Roseboro. Approaching the midway point of this third quarter. Atlantic City still in control. Nice look to Roseboro and rejected by Basquine. Ball is loose. Basquine just has to gather it. Finds Trombetta. Right back to Basquine, and he throws it down. Hangs on the rim.
Yep.
And that really has to be a T unless the officials deem there's a body under him. It didn't really look like that was the case. And when you talk about a momentum swing, as Middle gets the 2, let's take another look. Brian, you're an official. Sometimes if there's a body under there, they'll hold the whistle. It seemed like that was a clean landing area for Basquine.
Wow. On that, it really doesn't have anything to do with the landing area on that one, Mike. You know, you want to let the kids have fun, you get a dunk. He got the one flex. He kind of double flexed the rim. And then that's going to be the technical foul. As we see the replay here, he flexes it there, and then he pulls on it a second time as he's swinging his legs.
It's tough, right? I mean, you and I can't relate, or at least I don't want to speak for you. I can't get up that high. I've never known what it's like to have the full momentum rocking back on that rim. So you ask what the alternative is, and it's tough, right? But again, it's a momentum shift because really it's a draw, two points each way, and we stay at 13, and AC has the ball. So Roseboro finds Finks, and pass into the post, knocked away. Here's Bubba McNeil. Basquine, back to Bubba. 3:33 to go in the third. Here's Basquine. Lamar Greer sticking with his starting 5 deep into this third quarter here. Sarfati, that's a deep 2. He's got a foot on the line, and he knocks it down. Let's see, did they call it a 3? They did. Clearly, I'm looking from our vantage point, a foot all over the line.
Yeah, that was definitely a 2.
So
they called it a 3.
3 was the call. A break there for Middle. Again, I think Atlantic City trying to talk this over with the officials here. I'm not sure if they saw it the way we did. I was looking right at his foot there.
We have a little discrepancy here.
So now a conversation maybe about who touched that last. And we might have a timeout here as well. So a lot to unpack. And it looks like at the end of this we're going to have a timeout. I believe it was called by Atlantic City.
It was.
Lamar Greer wants an explanation. He's out at midcourt. And so the scoreboard says a 10-point game. So 3 was clearly the call. It's not a scoreboard error, per se. But again, from our vantage point, it looked like that foot was not only on the line, kind of across it. Almost one of those worst shot in basketball scenarios, right? The lowest percentage shot you could take.
Yeah, here's the replay of it. You see that Sarfati's right foot's on the line, but it was deemed a 3 by the officials. And at the high school level, there's no going to the monitor to check it.
So just kind of tuck that one in your back pocket, right? I mean, look, it's still a 10-point game. It's not that much of a factor right now, but if this one gets tighter down the stretch, Atlantic City fans might have a little bit of a bone to pick. Take out the look again, and yeah, that's more than a toe. That's about a half a foot. And again, we're not in the business over here of, certainly, Brian, you do officiate. We're not in the business of calling everything out, but that seems to be a situation there, or maybe just no one had a good look at it.
No doubt. It was kind of in transition a little bit. I think the trail official was behind the play and probably didn't get a good look at it.
So AC Ball was the call after that last discussion. And out of the timeout, 3 minutes to go in the third. The margin is 10. This has turned into kind of a grinded out, low-scoring affair here in Millville. And a whistle. And something is going on in the corner. It looks like one of the officials wants to have a fan ejected. I think that's what's going on in the corner here. Or at least wants the security staff to talk to a fan. Looks like we will have an ejection, but we'll let that go for now. We're back to the live action. Roseboro going to work against McNeil, lost his footing. Here's Bubba, one player back from AC, he won't contest, and Bubba, I believe it is, the first bucket of the game for Bubba, down to an 8-point margin.
So here's Middle, they're energized right now, and they're starting to get some easy buckets in transition. That's what happens when you force turnovers. Here's another one.
Stripped away, 3-on-1 maybe.
Great pass.
Trombetta, and that's goaltending, and the margin is down to 6. And you can hear it in the gym as we let the audio breathe a little bit. The Middle crowd has come alive. Let's take another look. Kind of an awkward turn, but a nice shovel
That is
pass.
a tremendous pass by Jameer McNeil. And Trombetta did a great job of getting the ball out in front of his body to get it to the backboard quickly, and it turns into a goaltending violation.
So Trombetta has come alive. He now has 11. Again, a 6-point margin. Middle right back in this game with 2:13 to go in the third. Roseboro, a little elbow jumper, blocked. Ball is loose, and Roseboro commits the foul. So that will be the third team foul in Atlantic City. And kind of a frustration play. Roseboro thought he had a clean look. Never really clean with Basquine lurking. And then a little too much contact going after the loose ball.
Yeah, and you know, there was kind of a couple people jumped up around and thought there was a confrontation there. That was not the case. The two Atlantic City players were actually going to go over and help up Jameer McNeil, but he popped up to his feet on his own. There's actually good sportsmanship all around right there on that.
A lot of these players playing against each other year-round, with each other in some cases. A lot of familiarity. Basquine will try the mid-range jumper and hit, and it's all Panthers right now, down to a 4-point game.
I didn't know if that was a great shot out of his hand, Mike, but it went in. Here's a steal.
McNeil, he'll take it up himself, can't get it to go. It was kind of a 2-on-1, another steal. Jameer McNeil, he can't get it to go. Bubba with the board. Sarfati, this is definitely a 3, and he drills it.
Wow. And Atlantic City's got to call another one. Look at Lamar Greer.
So much emotion right now. The Middle Township coaches on the floor, chest bumping, high-fiving, butt slapping.
I'll tell you, Mike, Lamar Greer's one of those guys that, as a coach, is always talking about play with energy, play with energy, play with emotion, play with emotion. And he's the guy who usually doesn't show emotion. And his reaction to that run by his team, he was off the bench, and he wanted to give high fives and hugs to every one of them all at once. What a run here by Middle Township. Down 14 at the half, and now they trail by just one. Atlantic City with only one field goal in this third quarter.
And Brian, it's been with the starters. This is a deep middle team. And now, as I say that, Chase Moore gets set to check in, but it's been the starters on the floor for Middle here in the third. Finks lays it off to Roseboro. In and out. Gilliam offensive rebound. And boy, that's a big bucket for Atlantic City as Gilliam gets two. He'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play.
Well, and if you're Middle Township there, Mike, you're a defensive rebound away from having the basketball with an opportunity to take the lead. And give Gilliam credit there.
So Gilliam has been a monster on the boards tonight, certainly on the offensive boards. He'll go to the line to try and complete the three-point play, and at the very least, it settles the crowd down a bit. The roof was about to pop off of this place as Gilliam now has 12, and it's a 4-point game. McNeil, defender on his hip, low pass to Trombetta, just has to kind of gather it on the dribble. Spins, again, contact down low. One of those patented block charge calls. This one goes the way of Middle, and it's called a block.
I think Gilliam came in underneath after Trombetta left his feet.
Take another look.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's a good call right there.
So Middle retains it. Both teams with 4 team fouls with just under a minute to go, so we're shooting free throws the rest of the way. Trombetta tried the old playground move, throwing it off the defender's back, and in this case wasn't able to get it, but at least resets the 5-second clock here. Gets it into Jameer McNeil this time. Bubba circles to the top. Here comes Basquine for the high pick. Jameer McNeil, tight defense there by Finks.
Possession arrow is in Middle's favor here as we move to inside 40 seconds in the period.
Jameer McNeil slicing, changing directions, and it doesn't matter if it was on the way up. That's the 5th team foul against Atlantic City, and Jameer McNeil will shoot 2.
He's 1 for 2 at the line. He has 3 points.
Master facilitator, one of the top point guards in, really you could say the state at this point. I was going to say South Jersey, but he's reached that level. And again, not a player that has to score a lot for his team to win. First free throw, it's every part of the rim and falls through.
McNeil's one of those players, Mike, on certain nights. He may only get 6 or 7 points, and you still say he was by far the best player on the floor. That's how much he can impact the game defensively with his playmaking and his rebounding abilities as a guard. Misses the second free throw.
So a 3-point margin, Atlantic City with the basketball. And that ball goes out of bounds as Shapiro checked in, had it knocked out of his hands by Bubba with 27 ticks to go. So Shapiro, tasked with inbounding this, goes into the backcourt to Roseboro. Jameer McNeil, tight defense. Chase Moore now on the floor. Here comes the double. Roseboro, down low, one more pass. Unselfish play there. Great execution. And it's Daniels for 2 plus the foul.
Middle ran 2 defenders at Shapiro. I thought that was a mistake. He made a good pass, got the ball to the middle of the floor, and then Atlantic City ends up getting it down low, and the finish by Daniels, and he'll go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
Yeah, textbook execution. After you beat that pressure, then you got numbers down low, unselfish, kind of a tic-tac-toe, one pass after another. A chance for a 3-point play. Daniels converts. 17 seconds to go, 6-point margin. Middle had come as close as 1. Now trailing by 6, 10 seconds to go. McNeil, and this will be free throws. Again, Atlantic City over the limit. And it'll be 2 free throws upcoming here. Looks like for Jameer McNeil. as Chase Moore gets set to check back in. Lamar Greer going a little offense-defense here, and Howell off of the bench for the first time as he'll check in after the first free throw as well. Unless he's checking in for Jameer, and that'll be after the second if it's a make. McNeil hits the first. And both of those players are in, so it looks like Zarfati and Basquine get a break. 7.9 seconds to work with after this free throw. Off the mark on the second. 6 seconds. Full court pressure from the Panthers. Roseboro goes behind the back. 2 seconds to go. Spinning down the lane, and he left it short. So an entertaining third quarter, and a third quarter in which the Panthers clawed their way back. It's a 5-point margin after 3. AC on top, 41-36.
So Middle Township doubles up AC. And in that period.
Reminder, you can follow us on social media, seeing the tags right there on all the various platforms here as we're streaming big-time games down the stretch for you. And yeah, Atlantic City, again, 16-point margin at halftime, and Middle cut it to 1, had a chance to even take the lead. And you really, we hyped up Middle, deservedly so in that quarter, but credit Atlantic City. They took a couple of haymakers in that quarter, stood their ground, punched back a little bit, if you will, and still have a lead heading into the fourth.
Yeah, again, Middle Township was a defensive rebound away from coming down the floor with the ball down 1 with an opportunity to take a lead. And instead, Frank Gilliam got an offensive rebound, scored and was fouled. And now AC takes the 5-point lead into the fourth. But that was Middle outscoring the Vikings 22-11 in the third quarter.
Panthers basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Should be a good finish here in Millville. The winner gets Mainland, the 3 seed, in the Cal Tournament Final on Saturday. Of course, Middle, the 1 seed. AC trying to pull off the upset as the 4 seed. Jameer McNeil out to Bubba McNeil. Thought about a 3. Dips in. Good defense that time.
It's a blocking foul. Yeah.
It was good right up until that final moment, right? Peaky Roseboro stayed in front and then kind of slid in under Bubba McNeil as he went up. Take another look here. Stayed in front, but...
Yeah, he was not in legal guarding position when McNeil left his feet.
So it's Bubba to the line to shoot 2. Again, just 2 points so far here tonight. Hits the first. Senior that's worked his way back into the starting lineup for this team. Of course, he was the leading scorer on the squad a year ago, dealing with a little bit of a knee issue early on in the year as Middle controls the offensive rebound.
Middle is not shooting the ball well from the foul line.
Jameer McNeil,
what
talk
a finish.
About forcing the issue. A little flex after that one.
What a finish. 2-point game.
Shapiro, a lot of contact down low, and that's called a block against Trombetta. So Shapiro,
wow, and Trombetta really should have been there for that to take a charge. I mean, he was there. Yeah, and he's kind of bailing out and leaning to his right, and that's why it's a blocking foul.
Credit Shapiro for kind of shifting his body at the last second, so Trombetta couldn't take it squarely. Here's Jones, Daniels, Shapiro left open for 3. Nice no-look pass down low, and AC can't convert. Zarfati into the corner. Jameer McNeil fading. Basquine knocks down the 3. Rael Basquine with the triple, and Bryan Middle Township is on top by 1. Atlantic City looking for an answer here. The Vikings have really not trailed all night long, maybe early in the first.
Barely got that shot away, Mike. There was a defender coming in from behind to try to block that.
And Roseboro puts his team back on top. First 2 of the night for Peaky.
Boy, that's showing some toughness there by Roseboro. Good play by him. Get something going toward the basket.
Zarfati Launches from distance, a little bit long. Jameer McNeil, the rebound, the spin, the kick to the corner. Zarfati wanted another crack at it, and he drills it. You don't often get a second look from the same spot, but Middle facilitated that. Panthers back in front. We're on the seesaw now.
Oh, near steal.
Near steal is right. Roseboro to the corner. Gilliam couldn't catch it cleanly. Now he gathers and
Stolen away.
Zarfati with the steal ahead to Basquine. Real Basquine had it roll off the rim. You wonder if that tech on the dunk is in the back of his mind.
Well, he probably should have just stopped and gathered himself and then gone up.
The kick to the corner. Shapiro for three, way long. And then I believe it was Jones with the rebound. It was, and Basquine fouls him from behind. So I believe that means Jones heading to the free throw line to shoot two as we kind of take a breath here. What a start to this fourth quarter.
That's the fourth foul on Real Basquine, Mike.
That's why Greer was going a little offense-defense there down the stretch of the third, and now Chase Moore pops up off the bench. Jones good on the first. He's got 15 to lead all scorers, and now Basquine. Middle will try to buy some time with his on the bench. Moore back into the lineup. We have not seen Riley Powell tonight, another big on the bench. A little shorter rotation for Middle to this point. Jones's second free throw won't go. Zarfati snares the rebound.
So Middle
holding one.
This is the first time they've come down the floor, Mike, with a lead and the ball.
Trombetta had a long way to go. Couldn't finish it. But you want to talk about some of the top shooters you see in the game, really any level, how hard they have to work for the ball. That set, Trombetta came a long way to curl around, kept his foot on the gas, and forced the action down low.
Yeah, and I think Gilliam actually whacked him in the face inadvertently trying to go for that block shot. The thing about Trombetta, as good of a shooter as he is, Mike, he's really improved his game going to the basket as a senior here. He has had a terrific season for this Middle Township team.
One of the top shooters in South Jersey. Second shot in and out. So the lead is two. Ice Cup had it for a moment. We got a scramble on the floor now. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. I think Lamar Greer had kind of accidentally wandered onto the court there. Thought that maybe there was a timeout called. Zarfati comes up limping, trying to shake that off. You see him on your screen there right outside the three-point line. He might have got rolled up on at the bottom of that scrum as Finks checks in. And Shapiro will head to the bench for the Vikings.
Middle by 2, 5:29 to go. If you're just joining us, AC led by 14 at half.
Second meeting of the season between these teams.
That should be an intentional foul. That should be an intentional foul.
I believe that was the signal as well, as it looked like Jameer McNeil was going to have a clean look at the basket. You can't wrap him up like that, especially if you're behind him. Let's take another look. Just to the side of the screen there.
Yeah, and he was grabbed. I believe Mike Collins has an intentional foul here. That's going to give Middle 2 shots in the basketball.
Certainly looks like that's what we're setting up for as you take another look. And I don't think that is the call, as Lamar Greer is not thrilled with the explanation. So after discussing it, common foul looks like to be the call on the floor.
Wow. I think AC caught a major break there. That probably should have been an intentional foul.
So either way, Middle has the ball. That's already 3 team fouls on AC, Brian. So foul trouble piling up as a team for AC, as an individual for Middle, but with Basquine on the bench. Jameer McNeil gave it away, threw it right out to Roseboro. Roseboro steps on the gas, goes glass, and hits. We're tied at 46.
And Jameer McNeil got into an area and got caught and threw it away.
4:48 to go. Trombetta again off that long screen. The floater this time. Can't get it to go.
Oh, that should have been a double dribble.
Roseboro was about to pass, then changed his mind.
Yeah, that absolutely should have been a double dribble.
Here's Finks on the wing. Up top, Jones. He had the hot hand in the first quarter. Good defense here from Jameer McNeil, staying in front of Roseboro. Pass to the corner for Finks. Approaching the midway point of the fourth. A trip to the Cal tournament final is on the line. Here's Jones, working against Trombetta. Gets the step, poked away from behind. Give the steal to Jameer McNeil, but Trombetta with the poke. Here's Bubba, sizing up his defender, goes baseline, hangs, wild pass, but Jameer reels it in. Under 4 to go in the fourth. Middle trying to go back in front. Panthers trailed most of the night before surging ahead here in the fourth. Bubba McNeil around a screen from Zarfati. Elbow, jumper is good. He loves that shot, and a quick timeout taken by Lamar Greer.